Hello and welcome to my presentation. My name is Dwyer and today I'm going to be talking to you about Chef's Delight and the logistics management within that organisation. First off, who is Chef's Delight? Well, Chef's Delight is my employer and they are West Australia's largest wholesaler of fresh sushi. They're a family-run enterprise employing over 35 staff in a custom-built 400 square metre commercial kitchen. Their largest customer base consists of Coles and Woolworths supermarket chains, as well as Caltex, schools and cafes. Daily is created a fresh combination of sushi and sashimi, salads, sandwiches, wraps, fruit salads, as well as hot meals. Menus are created in-house or as a customer requires it to be adapted to. There's over 30 companies currently engaged as suppliers to Chef's Delight, and there are 25 to 30 in-house deliveries that are made every day from one of the 5 chiller transport vehicles owned and operated by Chef's Delight. How does all this come together? As a business structure, obviously there is a requirement for raw material. Raw products are fruit and veg, seafood, poultry, meat, as well as rice, even seaweed paper to wrap the sushi up in. There's a requirement for packaging and labelling, as well as cleaning and hygiene products or stores that are needed to be brought in. They're brought in from a warehouse into Chef's Delight, where they are produced in their own warehouse. Their distribution will go out to a cross-dock regional distribution area for the supermarkets, as far as Albany and as far as Geraldton. The other distributions for the metropolitan area for the supermarkets are made by the vehicles, and the other transport consideration is for the waste. There's a lot of food waste that is collected daily, as well as the recycled goods from those packaged materials that are just given into Chef's Delight for the boxing and the plastic, so that's taken away every second day by the recycler. How does everyone know what's going on? By clear and precise communication. For Coles and Woolworths, there's a portal link system which Chef's Delight logs into and can upload the information of their orders by 1 o'clock every day. And that's then created on Chef's Delight custom-made order entry system, and combined with the EDI and MYOB, orders are then raised. As far as Caltex, the cafes and school lunches are concerned, orders can be either email or a standing order or even phoned in for convenience. The manufacturing process, once orders have been given into Chef's Delight, the orders are raised and they're calculated and categorised for how many of what, and printed out and taken out to the kitchen. The kitchen then fills those orders and packages them, then puts it into the warehouse or the cool room for ready for distribution, and so the deliveries are then made daily. For the invoicing, it's an outsourced job out to a company called B2BE, which is based in Melbourne. Warehousing. There is currently 2 refrigerators, as you can see here. One is for the raw food products to be stored, which is what is pictured here, as well as the other cool room right beside is the product ready for delivery. There is one freezer, and on a mezzanine floor there is enough room for about 2.5 to 3 weeks of packaging. There's also a dry goods area for pallets and also for the forklift to be parked. With the packaging and the labelling, it's a relatively high inventory that is held compared to the other products of fresh produce, etc. As it's a relatively low cost, a lower cost to buy in bulk, and there is storage room for that product, then that is what we do. Products are packaged in plastic, then they're labelled with their barcode, put in a box and then put onto a pallet. There's an RFID for the boxes and the pallets, so when, especially for the regional distribution, when that goes off to the warehouse, it is scanned and then put onto the right truck instantly for the cross-dock process. Orders are stacked in items of delivery, so the first one off to the truck will be on top, second, third, fourth, and so on. When it comes to the purchasing and inventory, or supply side logistics, there is what would be considered the environmental outlook is a relatively constant customer base of requirements, in the sense of there's only a little bit of less business in the winter months for the salads and the fruit salads, and also when school holidays are on, there's obviously no requirement to be making the lunches. Fresh produce is #1 supplier is Santos, who delivers daily, and there is also the breads and wraps and everything else comes from a company called Granny's in Malaga, and weekly is delivered a pallet load of rice from the Japan Rice Company. Those are standing orders as well as on-demand orders. and as mentioned, there is 30 suppliers that do supply Chef's Delight with a various amount of goodies. Most fresh produce would have to be considered just-in-time deliveries. There's a very short amount of warehousing. The raw products come in and delivered in the morning, and they'll be used that day more than likely. There is maybe 2 days where it might stay in the warehouse, but it's a very short time. For the packaging, two main suppliers are Real World and Centro Pack. Deliveries are made weekly via their trucks who bring the pallets in. It could be between 4 and 5 pallets that are brought in per week. Inventory is taken manually daily of the fresh produce and communicated to the kitchen. For demand-side logistics, the customers have their deliveries. The school lunches and the cafes receive their deliveries between 10:30 and 12 o'clock. The supermarkets are delivered to from 3 in the morning, and also grannies on between Sunday and Thursday at 3:30 in the afternoon. What is made roughly for the units is about 1,200 units of fresh fruit, about 500 sushi units, and about 150 salads that are made and sold every day. There would be considered a production limit on the kitchen space, but currently the demand is being met with about a 30% increase that could be put on to top. Customer service. Being very cooperative and responsive in the relationship with your major customers, having 80% of your business from 20% of your customers is very relative to this case. Being able to provide a reliable performance and also being able to have a product flexibility in the way of packaging, size, also the range of products that you produce. Another element of customer service is the cleanliness of your facility needs to be up to a standard, and that standard is allied with HACCP, which is the Food Safety Methodology Company, and John Hanson is a food safety manager and also supplier certified with Coles and Woolworths, which was a customer requirement of theirs. There are audits that are carried out on the cleanliness and all the operational procedures within Chef's Delight in the kitchen, and to combine that, there is also a professional pest controller that comes and sprays those inside and outside of the building. So I hope you've learned a little bit about Chef's Delight today, and I thank you for your time. Enjoy.